Hi guys, it's Mitch here. I'm just coming on to do the Facebook rune reveals for you this week. I'm using my witch's runes instead of traditional cards. I thought I'd have a little bit of a change, mix it up a little bit. So let's have a little look and see what's going on. So if you were drawn to rune 1, we're going into the energy of the moon here. I don't know if you can see that too well. So the moon is really interesting when it's shown as a rune. It's all about healing, it's all about cleansing, releasing and clearing. So for some of you that maybe have been drawn to this, maybe you've been quite conscious, quite aware of anything that you have maybe outgrown, or that you've been certainly needing to address, that you need to sort of, clear, cleanse or release from your physical world. This could also be your emotional world. Maybe you've been buying into quite a lot of overwhelmment with grief, anxiety, depression. It's a heavy time for a lot of people in a lot of different ways at the moment, and the moon sort of controls all the emotional state of play of things. But what's great with the moon, even if you are going through some heavy energies or some tricky energies, the moon is wanting to clear, it's wanting to release, it's wanting to let all of that crap kind of go, so that you can just focus on shining. The true essence of the moon is all about illumination. So if you've been hiding away from the world, if you've been sort of shying away from the world, it's time for you to be seen a little bit more. So the moon is wanting to remove anything sort of stagnated in your life, so that you can just get out there, shine, put your best foot forward, and really start to see the essence of the qualities that you possess, that you sort of have and hold dear to you. So it's a really, really important time to show up and to not give up. Okay, remembering that you're always stronger than the obstacle, the blockage, the problem in question. And if you've been feeling overly emotional for what feels like no real rhyme or reason, embrace it. The moon is not wanting you to sort of not feel that way. It's bringing it forward so that you can address it, and ultimately so you can clear it. So sometimes we have to feel a bit crappy, a little bit brought down, in order to actually feel better. So be kind of mindful of that if it comes into play. If you feel a certain way, don't sort of punish yourself. I've had to have a little bit of an afternoon nap in between clients this week, because the energies have just felt quite heavy, quite full on, and I've just been tired, I've been exhausted, and so I've had to have a few nana naps in between. And part of me was feeling a bit guilty and a bit bad for having that, but the other side of me was, the spiritual side of me was thinking, actually I need to embrace, I need to allow this to happen, because there's obviously a reason why my physical and emotional body needs to just recharge through sleep. So if that is going on for you as well, if you can, embrace it. Don't sort of get cross or sort of frustrated with yourself for suppressing anything. Let it just clear as it needs to. Now then, if you've been drawn to rune 2, we're going into the psychic eye. Oh, I don't know if you can see this too well. There we go. So the eye is really interesting. Couple of aspects to this. Firstly, the spiritual eye is coming in to offer a little bit of protection. So some of you might have been feeling a little bit vulnerable of recent times, and there might be a need to be upping protection around you. You might be quite sensitive to energy in general, or a particular person maybe is sort of affecting your energy lines, and you're feeling a little bit vulnerable or a little bit threatened by something they're sort of doing or bringing to the table. So there's an awareness here. The other thing with this is all about listening to your psychic intuition. So you will know on an intuitive level what is sort of right for you to be doing, and it's, I suppose, not buying into other people's versions of things. Stay true to your beliefs, your values and your principles. Even if you're standing in a room full of people that have a different belief system to yourself, it's okay to stand alone. That is being encouraged with this rune. The other aspect of this, there's a lot of witnessing going on around you. So you might be someone that's witnessing injustices. The psychic eye is also about sort of seeing the truth of things. Now this could be physical people and their behaviours. It could be circumstances or situations you find yourself in. It could be collectively around us. There's a lot of witnessing at the moment with the way that the government is and isn't handling certain things, and that whole pantomime of stuff, which we won't get involved in, but we know where that links. So yeah, there's lots of different stuff going on, you know, in lots of different ways with this, but it is all about witnessing and seeing the truth of something. So again, don't get caught up in other people's versions of events. Stay connected to your truth, your magic, even if, you know, like I say, you're standing alone with that. Apologies if you can hear Oscar scuttling around and barking. There's someone walking past, so, you know, he's a bit reactive, bless him. So apologies for that. A crazy dog alert. That will do, thank you. Sorry about that, guys. The joys of a rescue dog. If you've been drawn to Rune 3, we're going into the Rune of Flight. Now, the Rune of Flight is all about, I don't know if you can see this too well, it's not the best light actually for this one, but the Rune of Flight is all about moving forward. Whatever you're up against, whatever you're going through, we all have a choice. We can stay stuck, we can stay prisoner to our past experiences, our past cycles, or we can actively move forward. And this is what this rune is encouraging you to do. So if you feel like you're stuck or in stagnant water, don't have to stay there. You have an active choice. You can give yourself permission and acceptance to move past that experience, to move past that maybe blockage or current way of living. The other thing with this is all about spreading your wings. It's growing, it's freedom. So if you feel like you've been trapped or isolated or kind of cut off a little bit, it's about you giving yourself permission to move forward, not only in a practical everyday to day sort of way or role, but with ideas, with experiences. If there's something that, you know, you're really wanting to fulfill or do for yourself, get out there and do it. There's never going to be a perfect time. You've got to create that time, you know. So this rune is giving you complete accessibility, complete permission to go and have those hopes, those dreams, those adventures, however wild, however wonderful, however, you know, perhaps far out there they might feel, or you might feel at the moment like they're not within reach. But everything can become reachable when we give ourselves that permission and that internal acceptance that it can mature. So get out there, guys, and live your best life. There are no dress rehearsals. There's only one shot at this. Make it happen and enjoy the journey that awaits you. So I hope you can make sense of these. Going to leave them with you. Stay safe, stay well, stay fabulous, and I'll catch up with some of you lovelies very soon. Take care. Bye for now.